Are you ready, kids?
I'm SpongeBob!
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle. If you guys are new, a very warm welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for watching my videos. I do appreciate it. Guess who's back again? Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Yes guys, we have returned to the cartoon, I almost said Cartoon Network, I meant Nickelodeon series. If you're not familiar with this series, it is where Moa goes and recreates some of the more famous cartoon homes. You know, with Cartoon Network, it was more like the old cartoons, but with this one today, it's kind of new in the sense that it's actually still playing. But as you guys can see, for those of you who do not know, we are doing SpongeBob. I can't do the laugh. I've tried that. I'm gonna kill it. But yes, we are doing SpongeBob SquarePants. But first, let's start off and ask, how are you guys doing? How has your week been? It is a Friday, and like I always say, on a Friday, on a weekend, I chill. I take it easy. I relax, and this weekend I intend to do just that. Now let me fix myself there. I actually need to go to the shop tomorrow, Saturday, to actually get some stuff for the rest of the week. So it's kind of relaxing. But if you live on a farm, you're kind of so far away from everything, so it's like an hour and a half just to go get the necessities. Look for the bare necessities. We'll probably do that one as well. Not that I think there's an actual house in it, but we watched that movie about a month ago. I still like it, and that song is like super. It's got like a okay. My week has been okay-ish. I feel like I shouldn't say it anymore because it feels like I am sick at least once or twice a week, so I don't even say it anymore. But my daughter came home last week with a full-blown into the chest cold, and I thought, oh, my soul, really? Why? Like, we just recovered from a stomach bug, and now she has a cold. Fast forward, healing, kept her home, recuperated, stayed in bed, you know, fixed her all up. By Sunday, she was feeling all back to normal. You know, chest, runny nose, still gonna linger for a few days. I thought, yes, it's over. And then my son started. I was like, no. But that's not even the end. I got it. So if I speak normally, you guys can hear there's a little bit, and every time I swallow there's like little bubbles in my ears, and I sound a bit more like a frog. Yes, so in a nutshell, not the most perfect week. I have been super inactive on my social media because it's just exhausting. You know, especially like if you don't have kids, if you have any pets, it's really, it boggles your head because you're trying to figure out how can you help that person or that pet, and you just can't, you don't have the answers, and it drains you. Like, I just want them to feel better. I'll take on the illness. Well, you got it, Danielle. You did get it, so you got what you wished for. I didn't really ask to get sick. But okay, let's go back to this video. Like I said, we are doing SpongeBob SquarePants. And to be quite honest, I have built these homes and it's on my gallery available, just like the Courage the Cowardly Dog house. But I figured I wanted to do all the character homes and make a video about them. So I did Patrick, SpongeBob, and Squidward first. As you guys can see in the beginning of the video, that's where I started. And then we moved on to the Krusty Krab, and then Sandy, and then Plankton. Now there's a few other characters and a few other homes, but those are like the main focus of this whole series. Now I am a big fan of SpongeBob SquarePants. I find myself every time when it's playing on TV, because it still does, I actually sit and watch. And I think I've watched the movie SpongeBob Out of Water, I think maybe 3 times. Didn't know. But I really do like SpongeBob SquarePants. It's such a funny, there's just something about it. Like, I generally don't, like I've always said, I don't actually go and sit and watch cartoons, but I do love them. But SpongeBob is one of those cartoons where I'll actually sit and watch. It dates back so long ago. So it released in 1999 and is still showing. Thank you, Steven. It was created by Steven Hillenburg and it was like a super massive success with merch and film, toys. I mean, you still get stuff up until today. I remember I had a t-shirt growing up of SpongeBob SquarePants. It was more like a jumper. And you know, when you're a kid, you kind of fit into most clothes. But as you grow older and stuff starts to expand, especially if you have kids, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't fit you anymore. But they had the SpongeBob movie, The Sponge on the Run, and then the SpongeBob Out of Water, which I watched. I don't think I actually watched the others. I know that one because Antonio Banderas plays in it. And I was a major fan of Zorro, or The Mask of Zorro. Like, that was my favorite movie. Because of him and the Black Horse, that was just like the ultimate for me. And there were some spin-off series, Camp Coral, SpongeBob's Under Years, and the Patrick Star Show. And I'm pretty sure they're going to release more in the future. In addition to all the success, it has won 6 Annie Awards, 8 Golden Reel Awards, 19 Kids' Choice Awards, 4 Emmy Awards, and 2 BAFTA Children's Awards. So I mean, with all that success, you can kind of think that it is still going to continue for a very long time. It is worldwide. I mean, they branched out to food franchises like fast food, Target, you get toys from McDonald's, some kiddies meals. I mean, it's all over. There's Parade, like those big balloons. Now, SpongeBob, the main character, is voiced by Tom Kenny. But he not only voiced SpongeBob, he voiced the mayor in the Powerpuff Girls, the Ice King from Adventure Time, and Heifer from Rocco's Modern Life. As you guys can see, he is pretty successful. And he does it so good. I mean, you can go on to Google and just find tons and tons and tons of information on this series. Now, I'm going to explain SpongeBob, the series in whole, as I lived it. So you've got SpongeBob, you've got Patrick Star, you've got Squidward, you've got Mr. Krabs, you've got Mr. Krabs' daughter, which I might add is a whale called Pearl. You guys can see on the screen right now. You get Sandy, Gary the Snail. I don't know if I said Plankton, but Plankton. You've got Plankton's wife, Karen. She's a computer, as you guys can see on the screen right now. I would kind of say she's the smart one between the two of them. But the main character being SpongeBob. Now, he's a cook at the Krusty Krab, which I also built in this video. He flips hamburgers for a living, and his best friend is Patrick Star. As you guys can see, in the middle is Squidward, and he's like really grumpy. I think he's like turned off by the fact that Patrick and SpongeBob is this, in his eyes, very childish. So he's very sophisticated and modern and very put together. With SpongeBob and Patrick, they go jellyfishing. You know, they take their little net, they run around and they go catch jellyfish, and that's like super fun for them. And Patrick he's a unique character, but he brings so much life into this series. You know, I always feel you have to have if you have a movie, you have to have some sort of weird element in the movie, whether it be a cartoon character or real life like a dog or sheep or goat. I mean, I watch tons of animation films, and there's always that one character which kind of makes the movie like whole. It kind of just brings it all together. I mean, I don't know if you've watched Ferdinand before, but you get the goat. I mean, Finding Nemo, you get Dory. There's always this one special character that just brings it and all together. Now, Patrick is one of them. He's super special. I've spoke about Squidward. Now we're going to go to Mr. Krab. Now, he is the owner of the Krusty Krab. I would say he kind of makes his living, or he just kind of lives by the fact that he wants money all the time. Like, he's obsessed with money. And then, of course, in his office in the Krusty Krab is the safe where they keep the secret formula to the special Krusty Krab burger, which everyone in town goes to because it's a super famous burger in SpongeBob SquarePants, the whole series. But there's one little problem. Plankton is always on the hunt to find the secret formula. He'll go to any lengths to get his hands on the secret formula. He has his own restaurant called the Chum Bucket, but he's really bad. Like, his food is like intensely bad. So him and Karen, his wife, his robot wife, always tries to come up with some sort of idea to steal the secret formula. And SpongeBob being SpongeBob, sometimes it goes as far as Plankton actually getting his hands on the secret formula, but then somehow in a weird twist in an episode, it kind of turns that Plankton actually gets defeated. Defeated in the sense of he gets squashed or kicked across the road. The Chum Bucket is actually located right, from what I could tell in the series, is located right across the Krusty Krab, and there's like nothing going on. Now, Plankton's like this teeny tiny little plankton. Come on, Plankton. So you would think he'll kind of just scoop in and go get it, but he can't. And then you have the cutest little thing, Gary the Snail. Now, he's SpongeBob's pet snail, and all he does is meow. I hope I did that right. Meow. He's actually a very clever snail. He doesn't say much, but the actions and what he does is like super clever. And then you have Sandy Cheeks. She is a squirrel that actually lives under the water in this big dome. And there isn't much detail unless you go into every episode where something is set up, where they make a certain scene in the series where it's in Sandy's house. Nothing is really set up in Sandy's house. Give you the idea that someone lives there. Someone is squirrel. So her home was pretty quick. It was just a reef that I made with glass, a tree in the middle, a picnic, and then what I thought would be like a hamster ball where Sandy would run, and of course grass. So when you enter Sandy's home, Sandy kind of opens one door. Sandy, well, it's usually Patrick and SpongeBob. They walk in with also these domes on their head because of course they live under the sea, but if they don't, they dry out. And then when they go through that door, the water sinks, or well, the water disappears, and then they can go into Sandy's little dome home. Now she's like a kung fu fighter, super good friends with both Patrick and SpongeBob, and she helps them in all these weird and wacky predicaments they find themselves in. But in general, I loved building this. I truly did. SpongeBob is still and was still one of my favorite cartoon series ever. I think it's one of those cartoons where it's really nostalgic, but also very modern, because my kids still watch it today. That's why I get the privilege to sometimes watch it as well. I mean, I think it was about a month and a half ago we watched the SpongeBob Out of Water movie again, and I totally love it. Every time I watch something that I really like, I kind of watch it like I watched it for the first time. I'm bad, I know. No, I'm not bad. No, I'm not. I have an inner child in me, and I really do like cartoons and everything surrounded that. But guys, also what happened was the Sims Summit, where they actually talked about the new expansion pack coming out. Hallelujah for an expansion pack, hey? It's Generations. And I must say, I don't do much gameplay, but seeing the trailer and seeing everything that's possible, well done. But let's just hope it actually works, because I don't have wedding stories yet. I'm a bit should I not, because people still say it is a bit squeaky, a bit rough around the edges. So I haven't gotten that pack yet, but hopefully if it shouldn't be anything like that, and hopefully it works smoothly. How do you guys feel about the new pack? We got the kit with the toothbrushes and the bathroom kit, and then we also got those new, I actually haven't got that pack. I didn't get that kit, but it was a cast kit containing some awesome new like pajamas and stuff like that. It's like underwear type of things, which looked really cool. And also because of this kit, and also because of this new expansion pack that came out, I thought during the week last week, it was the weekend because the kids were home sick, blah. I decided I'm gonna do some gameplay for a change. But because I get so bored of gameplay, it's like so, I don't know, maybe it's because I do the same thing over and over, and it's just really repetitive. And like I've said before, I get like really bored when something becomes like too much. So what I actually did is I downloaded some gameplay mods. I know, shocker. I'm not gonna say it on my video, but the double WW and the BD. For those of you who do have gameplay mods, know exactly what I'm talking about. It was fun seeing everything, and I can exactly like I said on my Twitter, I can understand why people download these gameplay mods, because they bring so much realism into the game. It's unbelievable. I mean, the WW, you know, I ain't gonna lie there, but I do understand. It was super fun to play it and to get a kind of feel, but my computer lagged. Every time I would start Sims up, it would take forever to load. So ultimately driving me to uninstall all the mods again and just be vanilla again. But it was good to try it. It was really fun. Me and my husband would sit and I would show him what it actually is, and he would just sit there going, what has happened to Sims? Now he has played Sims, like, I mean, when he was like in school, in like primary school. I think it was probably Sims 1, but he's not a Simmer at all. And he said he doesn't quite remember Sims being this interesting. And I told him, no, I downloaded a mod. So yes, that was my week and my kind of recap from last weekend up until today. Well, it's not actually today, Friday, but you know what I mean. But I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and whatever you're doing over the weekend, I hope you stay safe and I hope you enjoy it. I actually don't know what I am going to build next week. I don't know if it's going to be a series, because series is like this and episodes like this, everyone that does gameplay and also let's plays, any series in general does take a lot of planning and editing and doing some research and mind-boggling, you know, wrapping your mind around what. So yes, basically it is a lot of work. And my son is actually still awake. I just hope for once you cannot hear him in the background, and if you do, welcome to my life. You know, the fact that he's sick, he's struggling to actually fall asleep because he keeps on coughing himself awake. So I don't know if it's going to be a speed build. I know the last time I said I have tons of recording. Well, I ran out of recordings. I've put up everything that I've built and it's done. I don't have any more spares, but we'll figure it out. I've got a few ideas, and then also from the Cartoon Network series, there's a ton of suggestions that I also still need to work through. I haven't forgotten about it. But like I said, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching. If you reached it to the end, double thumbs up you, and loads of appreciation for it. Like I always say, if you like this type of weird and wacky videos and builds, this is kind of what this channel is all about. There's no real niche. We see it, we like it, we build it. So make sure if you do, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and then also leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of this build. Do you know SpongeBob? Have you watched SpongebobSquarepants before? I also said on my Twitter, I also said in the community tab that we'll be jumping from Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon as we go. We kind of just go from here to here to here. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week Friday. Bye guys.
Hello, I like money.
Shandy, sure. What?
Wonderful.